The Veep stakes stirring up a media storm of its own. While Obama is widely expected to reveal his choice before Saturday, our sources inside the campaign are staying tight-lipped. McCain's VP choice is expected on August 29th after the Democratic National Convention. We could soon have a timetable for troop withdrawal in Iraq. The Iraqi government is stepping up its call for sending U.S. troops home, and the Bush administration is beginning to bow. Most states don't recognize gay marriage, but now Hallmark does. The nation's largest greeting card company is rolling out same-sex wedding cards. They don images of two tuxedos, overlapping hearts, and intertwined flowers. Hallmark says they're just responding to consumer demand. Tropical Storm Faye just won't seem to go away. Parked on the Florida coast, it's dumping more rain on hundreds of already flooded homes. It's expected to make its third landfall today, and so far one Floridian is dead. Although Faye may not be upgraded to a hurricane, officials warn the storm is unpredictable. Critics say lawmakers are going in circles, that nothing's being done to solve the oil and gas crisis, and the American consumer is paying dearly for all the wasted time. So if supply is up and demand is down, will Americans start buying more gasoline again? I'm Citroni. I'll have the story. The Justice Department is firing back at Alaska Senator Ted Stevens' latest legal arguments. He says their investigation is intruding on his Senate affairs. As convention time approaches, both parties have their presumptive nominees, but there's one guy who says he's still in the race. No one else running for president has a following quite like Ron Paul.
Ron says freedom brings people together of all kinds, so we had ties and blue jeans.
Also bridging an age gap.
He's a great intellectual mind.
I think he is espousing a lot of good thoughts and ideas.
But Paul supporters say the mainstream media have basically ignored him, despite evidence that his message resonates with the public. Paul made headlines last year as the most successful Republican fundraiser, raising almost $20 million in 3 months.
Never has there been a time that we've been so successful in spreading a grassroots message.
Paul attributes his successes and failures to his decentralized campaign strategy.
It gives people a lot of energy and they go out and do a lot of things, but sometimes if they don't know exactly what you want, then you can get blamed for some things.
His enthusiastic supporters are dedicated to his platform, some even adapting it for their own runs at public office.
But they're looking at it as a long-term project to try to change the course of our country.
Which is why Paul says his bid for president must continue.
If you're in a campaign to influence ideas in the future of the country, the campaign is never over.
Paul says his campaign now is more about spreading his message than getting a spot on the ticket. In Washington, I'm Citroni.